So here's a few questions for today, just kind of reviewing a few of the terms, a few of the names, some of the things we've been covering the last couple of days. So I have a three-way switch photographed here. You'll see there's two gold screws and one black colored screws. So the first question, name the three screws that will have conductors installed on them on this switch. So here's a circuit that is pretty close to one that you guys either just did in a project or maybe are going to do, but I've got a single pole switch in the middle and there's a three-way switch on either side. There's a feed cable coming into the box on the left. The switch leg cable leaves on the right hand side. So the white arrow is pointing to a cable. How many conductors will be needed in this cable in order to make this project function? So question number 3 is pointing to the red cables that run from the switch on the left hand side, which is a single pole switch, and the switch box in the middle, which is a three-way switch. It's a S with a little 3 by it, stands for three-way. Those two cables go right up immediately to the light fixture up above. So I would like to know what the name of the ungrounded conductor in those cables are. And then question number 4, there's the two three-way switches, one on the left, one on the right, the S3s. There's a cable running between those two boxes. How many conductors are in that cable? Question 5 is asking why that little loop is installed in that conductor. And question number 6 is simple enough. Can those two black conductors change places on that switch, and will that circuit function properly if you do that? So we looked at three-way switches yesterday, and we know that a conductor gets installed on the different color screw on those three-way switches. There's one of these conductors at one end and one of those conductors at the other side at the other switch. What are the names of those two conductors, one at one location and the other at the other location? So these cables have a white jacket and they're coming into this non-metallic box. I had to blow the box up on a picture, so that's why it's really fuzzy. Sorry about that. But you should be able to see the conductors carefully. They're in white cable jacket, and that box has a receptacle. So what is the total volume with all those allowances installed in that box? So number 9, number 10, number 11, and number 12 are all calculations. I would like you to tell me how much volume we've used up in each of those boxes. So you're going to have to total up the number of allowances and determine a cubic inch volume. All of the conductors that are used in this drawing are number 14. Box 9 has a receptacle in it. Box 10 has a receptacle in it. Box 11 has a three-way switch. Box 12 has a three-way switch. And then also, please note that from box 11 coming down, there's an additional receptacle location down here. That receptacle is just going to be hot. You don't have to size that box, but just remember there's a cable coming out of box 11 that brings power down to that receptacle.